This video is for informational purposes only, and I'm only just explaining my story through the lens of Malia B. If you feel offended by this video, if you feel some type of way by this video, if the shoe fits, wear it. But I'm going to tell my story. Stop the video.
Malia B, she walking down the street. Malia B, she on the TV screen. Malia B, she on TV. La la la. Malia B, la la la.
Hello, YouTube. Welcome back to Be Free with Malia B. This channel is for all of my West Africans, African Americans, and whoever else is watching. I thank you guys and I appreciate you guys. We're almost at 2K. It's going down. So a lot of the things I wanted to talk to you guys about was, about like how in Liberia we have a lot of, we always have people in our house, especially the ones that come from America. You know, whether it's for help or whether you're just trying to help them, that's the thing here. And it's just something that I'm not really like used to. I come from the States where like I have my own place. It's just me and my kid, or me and my significant other and my kid, and we just live like that. But yeah, so the fact that we do this here, it's a bit challenging, not gonna lie. Let me turn this thing off so you can hear me. Okay, so as I was saying, I don't really care. I'm gonna speak my mind. We have some girls in our house that, we are helping go to school, helping with a place to stay. You're covering the camera with your finger, Nala.
I wasn't covering the camera.
Oh. Yeah, we basically help these girls, and it's just like we're helping them, but they are they get very, very ungrateful. They start storming around here like they the one who pay the bills in the house. And, they just have no manners. Yeah, they're very, very much entitled. And sometimes, I just don't be having time for that. Like, I am from the States. We don't do this in America. I mean, at most, you have like a foster mom who like be feeding all the kids in the neighborhood and stuff like that. You would have like those people that are just really kind, who always like taking in other people's kids. But in this case, it's just giving like, I'd be tired of being surrounded by other people's kids, being surrounded by people who need you, but when you ask them to do something for you, they are frowning. They are like, giving back talk and all of this. Like just the other day, we had somebody that was living in our house. It was a man that basically like one of my family members was helping out. He's a grown man in his 30s, and that situation happened where like we found out that he was bringing some teenage girl in our yard, and basically we found out because he was beating the girl up the night that we found out that she even existed. So we ended up telling him like, look, you need to go. Like, you're bringing too much chaos to our gate. And after that, like, there was 2 men and a woman looking for him at the gate, like a couple weeks after that. So we basically told him, you're bringing too much chaos to our gate, like to our compound, and you need to go. So then he starts begging us like, oh, I don't have anywhere to stay, you guys. Like, please just give me one more chance. And I mean, prior to that, it was other things that he had done and said that were just very inappropriate, being that we have young girls living here. And, it basically took him like a good 3 months. Like, his stuff is still in the room that we're basically helping him in. So basically, like, we gave him a dilemma. We said, all right, since you know you're having problems finding a job and all of this, which he should have been working since before he even like started the semester, college semester. Like that's what you do. You find something, and I've been told that I've been begged, basically saying like, oh, Liberia is hard. This is not America. It's really hard. This, and that. And to me, that's just straight BS because I feel like I've met a lot of people out here who have even put themselves in school, who also have master's degrees out here, who are driving BMWs out here, who are fending for themselves, and they made it. They struggled and they made it. So you cannot tell me that it's hard here or there's no money here and it's hard to, stay afloat here. Like, I get it. The war has really done a number on people's mindsets and their minds and like how people view like getting money and stuff like that. But like, no, this is 2025. That man has 2 kids, and it's just giving like at this point you don't want to leave. You want to stay here because you were given a good life. You've been given food, a place to sleep, a bed, a room. And so like he's thinking like, oh, I done found my paradise, and he ain't trying to go. So it's like little things like that like we've been running into. Also, we have a lot of these girls that live here too, like that be mad disrespectful, and they be just like very entitled, and they feel like they own the place sometimes. And certain things like when my mom is asking them to do stuff, because she's the one who really is housing them, she be asking them to do stuff and they rolling their eyes, they talking back to her and all kinds of stuff. And you're living in somebody else's house. Somebody is feeding you. Somebody is clothing you. Somebody is making sure that you're getting an education so that you can be somebody as an adult, as the future adult in Liberia. And, I really don't condone violence, but a lot of the things that have been happening here have been making me feel like I want to get violent. Okay? When I first came, I was like the nice person. I wanted to be like caring and loving to everyone, and like do what I can and like give people gifts. I came bearing gifts and like all this stuff, and then it's like you have people who just want to take and use and take and use, and because they feel like, oh, you have US dollar, so the US dollar is going to keep coming, and we'll just keep asking her for the money, or we'll just keep coming back because we know she gonna feed us, or we know that she gonna do something for us. And it's just like, that's one of the things that like kind of pisses me off about being here. But to be honest, like I've been to other people's houses where they don't have nobody staying with them. It's just the one family, and it's just like their house seems so peaceful. They got a little security, they got dogs, they got a housekeeper or a cook that comes to cook and she goes home. But like, and we have that too, but at the same time we got these young girls here, and it's very annoying. I'm not gonna lie, like to be honest. So I don't know, I just made this video to just vent because I feel like I don't have time for a lot of the stuff that be going on here, and it's like I'm just so used to my regular life where people leave me alone and I leave them alone. You go in your house, and you just go about your business. You don't really have, it's not, and to be honest, like America is very selfish, capitalistic, I want to say. But like those are the things that make you comfortable, like I don't know. And so like those are some of the things that like I miss about being in the States, because it's like you just have your own comfortability. You have 24-hour lights. You have Wi-Fi booming all day, every day. You can cut the air conditioner on, you can cut it off. You can cut the heat on, you can cut it off. You can, do what you want. The only thing is the fake food and the chemical infused drinks and food and stuff like that. Which, that's a different story for a different day. But I don't know, I just wanted to come on here and vent because I just feel like there's just so much going on here in Liberia, and I just don't know if staying here and sticking it out is like something I want to do. But then again, like another part of me is like, well, you know, you've come so far. Look at all that you have gone through. Look how far you've come. You know, you should just keep on going and see where it takes you. And like, I don't know, I just feel like I want to be one of those people that come back and forth from US to Liberia. Just because like it's an easier life over there. Like I know some things suck. There's racism. There's you know, the fake food, the this and that, but at the same time it's just like you just have a little bit of peace of mind. You at least have running water, hot and cold. You know, you don't have to worry about water not running in your sink and in your bathroom. Like, I don't know, y'all. So sometimes I really
I'm starting it.
yeah. But at the end of the day, I love my people, I love my country, and I want the best for Liberia, and I want the best for all West African countries, because I feel like we have a lot of potential and we're moving in the right direction. I just feel like I can't do it all. Like, I feel like, you know, Rome wasn't built in one day, and I understand that, but you also need a team. Like, and I feel like I'm lacking a team. Like, I'm lacking people coming together and working with me, maybe, or like just like finding comfortability in like different, you know, things. I don't know how to explain it, you guys, but yeah. And then I'm gonna end this video with this comment. Dating in Africa has made me really want to just go back and start dating Black Americans. I'm gonna leave that there. All right, bye.